Hey y'all, it's Leslie coming at you from my kitchen. Haven't been on for a while, so I thought I'd cook something for you. So I know that it's getting to be spring and people would not traditionally think of this as soup season, but for me, I love a good soup, so all seasons are soup season. I would say that in the winter and in the autumn, I stick to maybe more cream-based, heartier soups. And in the spring and summer, more light-based, non-cream soups. So here's one of my favorites, because this is the easiest soup you'll ever make in your life, okay? This is my recipe for chicken tortilla soup. So the first thing we're gonna do, I cook all my soups in a crock pot, just so you know. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna line the crock pot bowl with crock pot liner. As much as I love to cook, that's how much I hate to wash dishes. And while I still have to wash this pot, obviously, it's not a real scrub thing once, with this in it. So, the hardest part of this entire recipe is chopping your vegetables. This takes carrots, celery, and onions. I have this handy dandy chopper where you just kind of put your vegetable in, boom, and it chops it all for you. So I've done that ahead of time. So I've got carrots, celery, and onions right into the crock pot. Oh yeah, the first thing you should have done is washed your hands. I already did that before I got on camera, I promise. So, dump right into the pot. The next thing you're gonna need, black beans. I use no salt added black beans, and these have already been drained and rinsed. 2 cans right into the pot. The other thing that makes this so easy is I take help where I can get it. So usually I use rotisserie chicken already cooked. I'll just go to Costco or Walmart or one of the stores and buy a rotisserie chicken. I happen to be at Aldi. They do not have rotisserie chicken, but they did have the fully cooked chicken. This is fajita flavor. It's a tortilla soup, so that's perfect. And it's just tortilla strips or chicken strips, as you can see. Boom, right in the bag. Now, some of these are big, so I'll tear them up a little bit. But again, I take help where I can. I work a full-time job, and my hours are strange. I work in the food service industry, so some days I work days, some days I work nights. You never know. So crock pot meals are very helpful to me, because when I get home at 10 o'clock at night, the last thing I want to do is cook. So again, I take help where I can. Next is my corn. Where is my corn? This is not good. I know, oh, there it is. I knew I had corn. I thought I had put everything right out in front of me. So, a bag of frozen corn. You can use canned corn if you want. I like the frozen. It doesn't get as mushy, okay? Next thing I use, fire roasted diced tomatoes with green chilies. You don't have to use the kind with green chilies. You can use it without and just get a can of green chilies. But again, take the help where you can. In it goes. I use 3 of these. Sometimes I use 4. Oh, that smells so good. You can just smell the green chili. Oh, different brand, different colored chilies. Okay, then I use some taco seasoning. Put that right on there. Can you tell I like tacos? We get it in the industrial size. I eat a lot of tacos. Next, low sodium chicken broth. Pour that right on top. And again, like I said before, I don't really measure, you know, so 2 cans of this, 3 cans of that. It's really how you like it. If you don't like it as tomatoey, only use 1 can of the tomatoes. If you don't like black beans, leave the black beans out. Okay, so now we're gonna stir this up. Stir it up, stir, stir. What I like about this is it's an extremely colorful soup. It's just so pretty. And I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so remember, it's got diced onions, diced carrots, diced celery. Now, because I'm cooking it in a crock pot low and slow, I put those in raw. If I was cooking it on the stovetop, I would have probably sauteed them first because I wouldn't cook it as long on the stovetop. So this, I don't mind doing raw because it has hours and hours to marry the flavors and cook down the onions. If I was cooking it on the stovetop, I'd probably only be cooking it for like an hour to an hour and a half, so I would pre-cook the vegetables. Definitely pre-saute. Anyhow, so this is what it looks like. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's really colorful. And I'm gonna put this on my crock pot base. And put it on low. And then I'm gonna find the lid to my crock pot. Here it is. Cover it. And it's good to go. I'll be back later when it's done cooking after I get done with the day. I'll show you the toppings that I make to put on top of it to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. And yeah, we'll finish up then. Okay, bye.